what you're going to do is you're going to go through your first hole in the sidewall here, and then you're going to grab your mesh on the 9-diamond row and just put your string up through that first diamond right there. Just pull it. You're just going to want to pull it tight so that way it sticks to the side. And then what I do is I go. Greg does this too from East Coast Dyes. I'm sure lots of stringers do it just to, but you go right through that same sidewall hole again. And then back through. Sorry, the camera's a little bright because of his head. And back through that same first hole of mesh. So you're all on the first hole of mesh right now, and what you're basically just doing is making it a tight connection to the sidewall so it doesn't come off easy. So as you can see, it's connected and it's kind of loose right now, so I'm just going to pull that in, and once I pull that in, what you can see is that little attachment there, and you can see that it's attached pretty well. So then you're going to go up through your top hole and then back under that, go up through the hole and then back under this second mesh string. Now you have created that first little attachment there, and then you're going to go through the back of that same hole. You can see right there, back of the same hole, second mesh hole, through, over, and you actually supposed to leave this out a little because it creates a loop when you do that, as you can see there. And you just go through the same top string hole and back down, and just make sure you pull that connection tight. And then you're gonna skip a sidewall hole, or you're gonna skip, a mesh hole. You're gonna go up through the top again, back in, and there's a loop that you create here, and you can see that that's pulling it tight, pulling the mesh to the top of the scoop. You go back through the same mesh hole, up through the top hole, back down, and just pull it tight. Now, since we're using a 9-diamond, there's an odd number, so you want this middle diamond right there to be in the middle of the scoop. So that's right in the middle of my scoop there. And you're gonna skip over the middle one. You're gonna go right through. Actually, I'm sorry. You go through the top, and then you're gonna go, and then you go in from the front of the head to that mesh hole. Make sure you're pulling tight, and then back through the same mesh hole, create that loop, put the top string up through, and back through that loop. So you can see there's two up here, and you just keep connecting them all the way around, and then this is going to be your last one that connects to the top string. So you're going to go up through the scoop, back around through that loop that you created. Make sure you're pulling these tight, and back through that mesh again. Looks like I got it a little tangled. You can see it's back through that mesh again. like that. And there's going to be a little loop that forms. So just push it up through here. I could run through that last loop. So it's just like the rest, but now you get to the tie-off point. So what you're going to do is you got one hole of mesh left, as long as you correctly use the 9 diamonds. You're going to go, what I like to do is I go through the mesh into the sidewall hole, pull it, and then back around into the mesh. So there's a little loop there. It's nice and tight. And then it's back into the sidewall. So that's not the hard part. That's a normal top string for you guys, for you new stringers. And then I actually went through the wrong mesh hole. That's how you would do it. So I went through the second mesh hole. Skipped right over this top one here. So then this is good. I'll get to show you guys again. So in through the last mesh hole, in through the sidewall, then just back around into the mesh. You can see it there, and I have it on so the string's at the front of the head, and then back into the sidewall. And now there's a tight connection, and it's looking pretty even. And so that's how you just tie it off after that. That's how you string a normal top string there for you guys. Alright, thanks for watching.